Welcome to Cheese Talk. This should be my first episode I upload. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are a Packer fan, definitely hit that subscribe button, but all NFL fans are welcome here. Today is the start of a channel where I'd like to talk about the Green Bay Packers. Thought I might as well make a channel so I can talk to people. I don't live in Green Bay. I'm not from Wisconsin, so as you hear my phone go off, unprofessional already. But I don't reside in Green Bay, so I don't have a lot of Packers fans to talk to. So I thought I might as well make this channel and talk. And to start, we're going to preview this Week 12 game between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The Bears come in at 5-5. They will be starting Mitchell Trubisky for the first time since Week 3. Nick Foles is out with an injury. And the Packers are 7-3, coming off of a tough loss to Indianapolis in overtime. Both of these teams are coming off of losses. The difference is the Bears are coming off a 4-game losing streak. Last week was a bye for them, and the Packers, definitely not as big of a slide for them, but they haven't been great recently. 3-3 in their last 6. So, both teams have not been playing their best football recently, and it'll definitely be interesting to see how they come out. I'm very interested to see Mitchell Trubisky on Sunday. I think he's got potential. I think he always has, but he's obviously never lived up to it. Matt Nagy probably hasn't helped. And I'm just honestly curious to see how the Green Bay defense will fare. They were very bad a week ago. They weren't that good versus Jacksonville. I mean, they haven't been a good unit this year, to be completely honest. They played all right versus the Texans, but for the most part, they have just not been a very good unit this year. And it's been sad to see because they have talent on the defense that should be developing. But unfortunately, guys like Preston Smith have regressed this year, and Mike Pettin doesn't know how to do any coverages. So they suck. That's the ultimate reality. The Green Bay offense has been rejuvenated this year after a little bit of a slump last year, but the defense is just not there, which brings this game into an interesting scenario because they are going to play against an offense that is horrible, that has not succeeded versus anybody. And if somehow the Green Bay Packers get beat up by this offense, this Chicago Bear offense that even the worst defenses in the league have succeeded against, then I just don't know how much longer you can deal with Mike Pettin. I mean, it's getting ridiculous at this point that he's still got a job, but this is a big week for them. And Green Bay needs this win. Green Bay really does need this win if they want to continue to fight for that number 1 seed. They're 7-3, like I mentioned. If they could get to 8-3, drop the Bears to 5-6, all of a sudden you have a very, very comfortable lead in the NFC North. Especially with the news out of Detroit today, that if you want to go watch the video on that, I recorded the video discussing what happened there today. But yeah, I think Green Bay, honestly, is just, they're going to be okay in this game. I think they definitely have to look out for, a trap game. That Bears defense is really good. Anytime the Packers and Bears play, it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be tough, except for when we scored 42 in one half on them. But that was long ago. That does not matter anymore. The Packers need to be here, need to be focused, and ultimately Green Bay just has to come into this game with an energy level that they didn't have to end the game last week, to be specifically honest. They were horrible in the second half last week. The Colts more than doubled the amount of plays they had, which is just Green Bay not being able to get off the field. It's a combination of that. It's also Green Bay starts the second half with 2 straight 3-and-outs. They never got in a rhythm. It was dreadful to watch last week, to be completely honest. The third quarter might have been their worst quarter of the season outside of that debacle at Tampa. I was very disappointed in them last week. I think we're going to get a bounce back this week, though. I'm interested to see how Trubisky plays. I think Packers fans should feel confident going into this game. Honestly, confident going into this next stretch. I know they get Chicago. They're going to get Detroit later. They'll get Philly, who's been horrible. They get Carolina on a Saturday. This Green Bay team has the potential to probably get to 12-4. Or if they honestly, there's not a game on their schedule that I look at and say, oh, there's no way. I could see them going 13-3. I could see them running the table, as Rodgers would like to say, and getting to 13-3. But that's just my prediction. In all honesty, I think they'll go 12-4. I think they'll drop one. I think Tennessee's a tough game later in the year. But we're looking too far ahead. All we care about is this week versus the Chicago Bears. And this Green Bay team looks like they are in the position to take a win. I'm going to predict the Green Bay Packers win this game this week, 27-17. And I'll tell you why. A few reasons why. I think Robert Tonyan has a big day. I think not 100 yards, but I'm thinking we're looking more than 75. I think Aaron Rodgers does not turn the football over once, which is obviously a key for success. And I think the defensive line, which has been pretty bad this year outside of Zadarius Smith, I think the defensive line actually, I don't know how bold this is to say this, I think they get 4 sacks. For Green Bay, that feels kind of bold. They have not been very good this year. So I think they get 4 sacks this year. This year. I think they get up this game, and I think they ultimately take care of business. 27-17. I expect them to, struggle a little bit, but they'll figure out that Bears defense, and I think, they'll just be on the field so long that the Bears defense is going to have just no gas, no energy. So give me the Packers by 10 here. I'm very, very nervous about the game, but I think if Green Bay just shows up and plays their type of football, they will be A-okay. And at the end of the day, that's what you got to hope for. So hopefully Green Bay wins. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe. If you're a Packers fan, this channel is going to be uploaded full of content day in, day out. I don't plan on taking days off from uploading to this channel, regardless of what the video may be. But this one is just a game preview. I will have a game reaction probably up since we play Sunday night. It'll probably be Monday morning. And other than that, everyone just take care. Thank you for tuning in if you made it this far, and go Pack, go!